Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video, and today I'm going to be showcasing basically my favorite manga of this month. So I've been collecting manga for about 2 months now, and these 3 manga I have with me are pretty much my favorites so far. Since I haven't really been collecting manga for a while, I only have like 7 or 8 different series. Put in the comments below what series I should read based on what I like. So yeah, let's get right into it. So I guess first we have the Promised Neverland. I am in love with this series so far. I have only read the first 6 volumes. Here I have them, the first six volumes. I don't have the first volume. It's coming in the mail, but I did read it online, so I could continue it. But yeah, it is coming in. Here it is. I have all the volumes 2, 3, 4, 5, and finally the 6th one. I ordered more. I actually have the 11th volume that came in first for some reason. I ordered that off of Amazon because it was out of stock on Right Stuff, but then I bought the rest off of Right Stuff, so that should be coming in soon. I bought the entire series. I even pre-ordered the next volume that's coming out in like January, so I can't wait for that. Basically, but if you don't know what the Promised Neverland is about, it's about these group of characters. It's about these group of characters, or these like kids in an orphanage, and then they figure out a secret about their lives basically, and they have to figure out how to escape. And it's just really it's a lot of fun. I love the kind of like how like everything's just put together, and how they find out their plan to escape and everything, and I think it's just really interesting. And yeah, I've also watched the anime. Anime is amazing. Manga is amazing. Manga is further, so that's why I read the manga. The manga, I think the anime ends in like the middle of the 5th volume. So yeah, there's that. Next up, we have Goodnight Pimpoon. So I have volumes 1 through 6. I do not have the final volume. I haven't read it yet, but I can already say this is probably one of my favorite mangas I've read. I actually just finished this today. I read the last 3 volumes a couple hours ago. I just finished the 6th volume, but here are all the last 3 I read. Basically, what Poon's about is about this guy. He kind of is like is mid-20s by the 6th volume, but he starts off in elementary school, kind of goes through his life, and it just basically shows about this guy and like how he gets like deeper into his depression. It's a very sad manga, that's for sure. I haven't finished it, like I said, but it definitely takes mental illness seriously, and like kind of like what happens if you don't really get any help, if you are getting really depressed, and like these terrible things keep happening to him, but he just never gets help, even though there's people reaching out to him, but he just still he never gets the help he needs, and it just gets worse and worse and worse. Of course, there are happy moments that happen, rarely, but still, like, it's just really depressing and sad to see how he turned out. I do 100% recommend it for anyone. It's not really meant for kids. There are like it is 18 plus for a reason. Still, it's like the character development is really well written. I think it's just really amazing how like everything connects, I guess you could say, from the beginning of when he was a little child in elementary school to when he's a grown adult, and how over time he changed, and how people around him have changed too. And it doesn't just focus on Poon, the main character alone. It's also about his uncle, some people, his classmates, kind of goes through their story as well, which is I really like that too. It's not all just about Poon. It just shows the struggles of everybody that's in the story, so I really like that. And I don't know why, but so basically Poon is like a bird person for some reason. I don't know if it's some sort of metaphor. I don't quite understand why, but he's not actually a bird person. He's a real human, and it kind of reminds you by like showing his like hands, and like sometimes showing like his full body and everything, but never his face. They never really show his face at all. Yeah, basically his immediate family, his uncle, dad, mom, and him are basically just like these bird people. I'm really not sure why exactly, but that's why there's bird people on this picture. And yeah, that's Goodnight Pimpoon. Definitely 100% recommend it. It's really good. I haven't finished it yet, but right so far, what I've read, it's amazing, and I love it. Hey everyone, this is me from the future while editing this video, and I finished Goodnight Pimpoon, so I just kind of want to like give my thoughts on that now that I finished the entire series. So I think my viewpoints have changed a bit. This is definitely not for everyone. Like I said earlier, I said, you know, everyone should read it, but now I don't think everyone should read it. If you are like lighthearted and are going through like depression or some sort of mental illness, I definitely do not think you should read this because it will completely mess you up. For me, I tend to not really get that emotional at like, you know, reading manga or like books in general. But this definitely made me really emotional and made my eyes sweat a bit. I'm going to be doing a review on this manga probably for my next video, so definitely stay tuned for that. But yeah, I just wanted to come here quickly say that because now that I finished it, the last volume is crazy, so that's, you know, I just wanted to, you know, give my thoughts about it. So yeah, back to the video. So next up, and finally, my favorite manga of all time, we have Vinland Saga. A lot of people know about this. It's amazing. It's about this guy right here on the main cover, Thorfinn, and basically the redemption story. It takes place in like 1000 AD, like when like Leif Erikson was around. It's basically a story about redemption and how, you know, he wants to avenge his father. So yeah, I'm not really gonna go too deep into it because it might spoil a bit of what happens, but it's just an amazing story. I actually don't really like history. I hate history class at school. It's just really annoying. But this, you know, reading about this, like the Viking era and everything, is just it got me really interested in history more than I thought I'd ever would be. And also, like, all these characters I think are from like actual are actual like people. So like Thorfinn was an actual character. Then there's Prince Canute, which was actually, you know, someone real. Same with like Leif Erikson is also in there. But it's just an amazing story. The end of the first arc ends after 4 volumes. So basically, after the first 4 volumes is basically just a prologue, which is kind of insane. I think how much was packed into that. It's not even the main story yet. And yeah, so this is the start of the main story arc. And this was actually a pretty boring volume, not gonna lie, but it is this. I think this last volume is that I've read is definitely really important to like, it sets the stage of the rest of the story. So yeah, that's Vinland Saga, and then that's pretty much everything else. I do also I would put Rent a Girlfriend in this list, but I feel like I haven't read enough of it. I've only read two volumes of it out of the 3 I have, and also it only has 3 volumes in the English version, so I feel like 3 volumes isn't really enough to give a good review. So I definitely would have Rent a Girlfriend in here, but you know, I don't think it's really like that far deep into it yet, so that's why I'm not really gonna be reviewing that. But anyways, that is my favorite manga right now. If you do have manga that are good, put them in the description below. I would love to, you know, hear your suggestions and, you know, get some ideas of what to buy next. So far, I'm probably gonna keep buying more of Vinland Saga. Promised Neverland's already coming in the mail soon, so can't wait for that. So yeah, other than that, thank you guys for watching, and see you guys next video. Peace.